Hey, beautiful souls. Whether you're focused on your career, your finances, or long-term stability, this intuitive career and money tarot reading is meant to find you. If you're new here, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here again. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for ongoing spiritual guidance and clarity. Let's take a deep breath together and ground into the present moment as we uncover the opportunities, challenges, and guidance unfolding for your career and financial path. Ready to see what's coming in? Let's dive in. Hey there, beautiful Libra souls. This career and money reading is good for about a 4-week period from the time that you see it. I have already asked for blessings for your reading, so let's get the cards out first and then we'll connect to the messages. And apologies for my voice. I'm still suffering with a cold, but hopefully there won't be any coughing or sneezing. All right, let's get to it. All right, Libra, let's take a look at the cards that you were given. You have the options card, clarified by the 3 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. You have the Spotlight card, clarified by the 5 of Swords and the Page of Swords. A couple of things going on here in the mind, in the Resistance position. Then we have the Domain card, clarified by the 4 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So lovely outcome there. Let's start in your current energies. Options, 3 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. You have choices, my friends, and choices are opening up for you, and they're tied to some kind of connection, some kind of timing is what I'm feeling. It's like you're waiting for the right timing to come. It could be tied to other people because 3 of Cups generally has 3 figures on it. Could be tied to some kind of community or group of people that you deal with or that you go to, or people that you know. There's some kind of group there that's going on. It could be tied to friendship or friends as well, but definitely options, which is what you have here as your choice, the main message, which has some scales on it, which has some, but weighing of scales there. And so, this involves some kind of, weighing the pros and cons as it relates to a job or a career change or your finances in general. And it involves some kind of refinement of the process here, or you're weighing things up, the pros and cons, and you're looking at those pros and cons and you're saying, well, if I go one way, I do this. If I go the other way, I do that. So you're definitely weighing pros and cons, potential job change there, a potential move might be involved for somebody, a potential offer where Perhaps, some balance is required, or perhaps you won't be working as a mediator. It could be a job in something to do with some legal situation or a signing of a contract, which is legal, but you're weighing things up. You're looking at it and you're saying to yourself, is this a good deal or a bad deal? And, what does this really mean for me, right? So you're trying to find the right balance for yourself. Three of Cups brings that social support, right? So it could be coming from that or just support in general. People are backing you to say, yes, this is a good move for you. There's a little bit of celebration there, maybe a little bit of collaboration. Seven of Pentacles, that's about pausing, right? To assess what is worth your energy, right? You're not rushing this. You're weighing the long-term payoff versus long-term payoff. You're weighing the long-term payoff versus the joy that you might gain from that. All right, let's get into your resistance. You have the Spotlight card clarified by the Five of Swords and the Page of Swords. As I said, a little bit going on in the mind there because you have two swords clarifying the Spotlight card. So this resistance is the challenge position, right? And basically it says, your challenge is a little bit of mental noise. Okay. Maybe you're saying, is this too much for me? Maybe this is, too much shining light on me, right? That's what spotlight is. It says that you are in the spotlight, or that it could be too much for you. Perhaps there's some conflict there, or unnecessary conflict. And so you, perhaps there's something that you feel like you need to win, and it's just something that you can't take on right now. Could be that, because Five of Swords tends to be a card about how much we take on and feeling the need to fight all these battles, win all these battles, right? So for you, there could be there perhaps a misunderstanding, or feeling like you need to win a conversation for some of you, or it's just a resistance against the spotlight in general, saying that just is too much for me. I don't want to be in the spotlight. Okay. For some of you, this could be about feeling like you aren't catching a lucky break. All right. That you know what it is you want, you know what the pros and cons are, but you just need that lucky break to help you break through to get to whatever it is that you're trying to achieve when it comes to career and money. Yeah, so there is a little bit of curiosity here also with this Page of Swords, but also a little bit of immaturity, all right? Sometimes the Page of Swords can be a little brash, a little bold, and doesn't think everything through clearly, doesn't necessarily say the right words either. So words do matter. Be mindful of how you communicate when the attention is on you, right? When you're in the spotlight and the attention is on you, important about how you communicate. Outcome is quite nice. You have the Domain, Four of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. You land in a place of stability, my friends. You land in a place of alignment. There is strong focus on some kind of daily routines here, all right? Four of Wands is that solid foundation, okay? It's about home. It's about community. It's about a safe place. And the Wheel of Fortune is a little bit of destiny, right? And stepping into your destiny. I feel like things really shift in your favor, and a powerful shift at that. So I feel like, you end up exactly where you're meant to be, which is in your domain. That's the ruler of your empire, right? When you say this is my domain, you say this is what I'm good at. This is where I feel in a position of power. This is where I feel at home. This is where I feel I can bring the most good with my skills, right? So I feel like you're exactly where you're meant to be. You are the master of your empire. And there's a position of power waiting there for you that you can obtain at the end of this period, or that you might be in by the end of this period, dear Libra. I'm going to leave your reading there. I hope something resonated. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'll see you again very soon. Until then, I'm wishing you, as always, divine light and love.